19th October 2022. Morning Murli. Om Shanti. BapDada. Madhupan. Sweet children, the Father has come to save you from all types of choking. You are now going from this cottage of sorrow to the cottage that is free from sorrow. You are going across this river of poison. Question: when you are sitting in remembrance, what causes you obstacles and what doesn't cause obstacles? Answer: when you sit in remembrance, sounds and noise don't create obstacles. Those are obstacles in knowledge. However, Maya definitely creates obstacles in remembrance. It is at times of remembrance that Maya causes obstacles. She brings many types of thoughts and sinful thoughts. This is why Baba says, children, remain cautious. Don't allow yourself to be punched by Maya. Remember, with a lot of love, shivbaba, who gives you infinite happiness and who is the sacred of all relationships. Run fast in remembrance. Song: O traveler of the night, do not become weary. The destination of the dawn is not far off. Om Shanti. Your sweetest children are on a pilgrimage. Normally, those who are sitting somewhere cannot be said to be on a pilgrimage. This pilgrimage is so wonderful. It is a pilgrimage of peace, a pilgrimage of going to the land of peace. In the kingdom of Ravan, you die choking. There is the story of Satyavan Savitri and how she brought the soul of Satyavan back from death. In fact, there is nothing like that in reality. For half a cycle, death comes. At the end, there is choking. They don't know that Ravan, whose effigy they burn every year, is their enemy. Baba says, I have come to remove you from the cottage of sorrow and take you to the cottage free from sorrow, where there is no choking. Here, there are many types of choking. There is choking from the parents, from the husband, and the children, etc. The husband traps you in vice. The Father comes and frees you from all of that choking and takes you to the new world. The wings of souls are now broken. Souls cannot fly. Therefore, they are unable to stay on the pilgrimage of remembrance. This is truly a pilgrimage of the intellect's yoga. It is written, Man Manabhav, means focus your mind on me. They don't understand the meaning of this being a pilgrimage. They say that Ram took an army of monkeys and that they built a bridge. How could monkeys build a bridge? A bridge of your pilgrimage of remembrance is being built with which you go across the river of poison. The Father teaches you how to swim this river. He is the boatman. He takes you across the river of poison to Shivalaya. It is said, why should we renounce nectar and drink poison? Knowledge is called nectar. There is salvation through knowledge. The scriptures are not called knowledge. They are the paraphernalia of devotion. The golden age cannot come by the scriptures being read. There cannot be salvation through that. Therefore, that is not called the nectar of knowledge. That is devotion. Through knowledge, there is at first 100% salvation and then you gradually continue to come down. You can't say that there is degradation in the golden age too. There is no mention of degradation there. In the iron age, everyone is in degradation. You know that it is only Divine Father who has mercy for everyone, and that He is called Shri Shri. People have then given the title Shri Shri to everyone. Deities are referred to as Shri, Shri Lakshmi and Narayan, Shri Ram and Sita. The one who makes such a being Shri means elevated is called Shri Shri means doubly elevated. You promise the Father that you will never enlarge in vice. If after making a promise you make a mistake, the Father's right hand, Dharamraj, is also with him. Dharamraj will not forgive anyone. The Father is incognito. Knowledge is incognito and the status is incognito. Only you children know that it cannot be a human being who gives you Srimad. The Father creates creation through Prajapita Brahma. Prajapita cannot exist in the subtle region. He would definitely be here. You children understand that Brahma is a Brahmin at this time. He receives the sovereignty in the future. Deities cannot rule in the impure world. Therefore, there has to be destruction of the old world. Destruction definitely has to take place. There is still some time left. Your sampling of the new tree has not yet taken root. Earlier, you used to sing, "You are the mother and father." You used to sing this praise in front of them all, but you didn't understand anything. Okay, think about how Brahma can be a mother. Lakshmi and Narayan have their own kingdom. Therefore, they cannot be called the mother and father. So it is at this time that Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, plays the part of the mother and father in a practical way. His praise will then be sung on the path of devotion. And that too, it is first to shivbaba that they sing, "You are the mother and father." The latter, they continue to say this to everyone, to Lakshmi and Narayan, and to Ram and Sita. They have no wisdom at all. Shivbaba is the saccharine. All human beings continue to cause sorrow and devilish dictates, whereas, in comparison to that, I give everyone the maximum happiness and the best ever. I give you children Srimad. Children, the more you stay on the pilgrimage of remembrance and spin the discus of self-realization and become like a lotus, the higher the status you will claim. No one else can explain the meaning of these ornaments. Only you adopt these ornaments. They have given the symbols to Vishnu. They have even given a third eye to the deities. In fact, you are the ones who receive a third eye. There are the words Trinetri and Trikaldarshi. You souls have the meaning of this in your intellects at this time. Everything stays in the intellects of souls. Bodies do not see my eyes, nose, ears. It is souls that say, "This body is my palace." You souls are now come to know that you have parts of 84 births recorded within you. These are such incognito matters. A soul is also called a rocket. When a soul has to shed his body and go to London, he will do so in a second. They have created such fast rockets that if you start your journey in the morning, you would reach there by the evening. Earlier, it used to take 3 or 4 months by steamer. Even now, it takes nearly a month by steamer. By aeroplane, it just takes you a day. However, souls are such very fast rockets that they can reach anywhere in a second. No one can see them. You souls have all round parts. Okay, what is the part of the Supreme Soul? From the copper age onwards, my part is to grant visions. I fulfill the desires of whoever remembers me with that love and devotion. It is in my part now to give knowledge. It is to make impure ones pure. I make you master knowledgeful, master gods, the children of God. Those who made effort in the previous cycle will do so again. You children say that you came here in the previous cycle. You are now once again claiming your inheritance. From whom? From the mother and father. Saraswati is everyone's mother. Her mother is thus Brahma. Thus one doesn't have a mother. Shivbaba himself says, "You are my wife." So I say, how can I eat without my husband? Okay, so Shivbaba and both eat together. I have that intoxication. You yourself say that Baba has come as the agent to engage you to himself. By following Srimad, you enable everyone to become engaged to God. The Father cancels the bondage of vice with which the Pandits bound you. The Father says, sit on the pyre of knowledge and you will become beautiful. Why do you sit on the pyre of lust and dirty your faces? You know the meaning of Sham Sundar. Sri Krishna was beautiful, but even he is ugly now. The Father has now come and given you his introduction. You are students of the purifier. God the Father, this is a school. You study in a school. You have to make effort. However, you don't have to make effort in those other spiritual gatherings. There, you just listen to the Gita or the Granth and then go back home. No one there tells you to become pure or to go on a pilgrimage. As you make further progress, all of those physical pilgrimages will end. If there is snow or if an accident takes place, no one will go, whereas your pilgrimage will be gathering speed. Our pilgrimage is to Shivalaya. We will first go to the land of Shiv, Shivalaya, and we will then go to the land of heaven established by Shiv. Both the lands of Shiv and Vishnu are called Shivalaya because Shivbaba gives both liberation and liberation in life. Therefore, Shivbaba establishes the Golden Age dynasty. Acha, cannot be any obstacles of noise and remembrance. It is while you listen to knowledge that noise creates a disturbance. People say, be quiet, otherwise there will be a disturbance in remembrance. However, noise doesn't create a disturbance in yoga. It is Maya that creates obstacles. You children are battling against Maya. You children should not be defeated on the battlefield. Maya will continue to punch you. When Maya punches you on the nose, you fall. You then get up and she punches you on the nose again and you fall again. Therefore, the Father says, Maya punches you with anger and lust. You have to remain very careful about this. Don't allow yourselves to be punched by her. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, BapDada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. First point, adopt all the ornaments of knowledge and become a spinner of the discus of self-realization. Trinetri and Trikaldarshi, that is, become a master god. Second point, while remaining aware of Dharamraj, the father's right hand, don't perform any sinful acts. Having made a promise to become pure, don't indulge in vice. Blessing, may you be an intense effort maker who tightens the loose screw of carelessness by making a determined promise. Explanation: the main reason why you became loose in your promise is carelessness. For instance, no matter how big a piece of machinery may be, if even a tiny screw is loose, the whole machine becomes useless. Similarly, in order to fulfill your promise, you make very good plans. You also make effort, but the one screw that makes you weak in your efforts and your plans is carelessness. It comes in new forms. Now tighten that loose screw. I definitely have to become equal to the Father. By having this determined thought, you will become an intense effort maker. Slogan: an attitude of unlimited disinterest is the foundation for the closeness of time. Om Shanti. Invaluable Virgins of Mateshwariji. 23rd January 1957. The whole world knows that God is one, and some consider God to be a power. Some say He is nature, means Kudrat. In essence, people believe in God in one form or another. Whatever they believe in, that thing must exist, for that is why it has a name. However, there are as many opinions about God as there are people in this world. Even though it is just one thing, people generally have four types of opinions. Some say that God is omnipresent. Some say that the Brahma element is everywhere. They say that there is only the Brahma element everywhere. Some say God is the truth and that Maya is an illusion. Some say that there is no God and that there is only nature. Such people do not believe in God. These are some of many opinions. They think that the world is matter and that there is nothing else. They believe in the world, but they do not believe in the Master, the God who created the world. There are as many opinions as there are people in the world. Ultimately, it is God Himself who comes and makes a decision about all of these opinions. God comes and decides about this world. That is, only the one who has all powers can explain about His creation expansively. He alone gives us the introduction of the Creator, and He then also introduces His creation to us. Some people even ask, what proof is there that we are souls? This can be explained. Since we say that we are souls, the children of that God, then this is something to ask yourselves about. When I continue to say I throughout the day, what power is that? And what to us is the one whom we remember. When we remember the one, it is definitely because we want something from that one. It is only when we remember Him at every moment that we can have some attainment. Look, whatever human beings do, they definitely have one or another pure desire in their minds. Some want happiness and some want peace, and so whenever a desire arises, there is definitely one to receive and the one who fulfills that desire. That must definitely be the one who gives, for that is why He is remembered. So now the significance as to who He is has to be understood fully. The power that is speaking is I, myself a soul, whose form is like a point of light. When a person leaves his physical body, that light moves out of the body because it is not visible with your physical eyes. It proves that it does not have a physical form. But people definitely do realize that soul has left his body. We would only call that a soul which is a form of a light. Therefore, God, the one who creates souls, would surely also be the same as souls. Whatever someone is like, whatever he creates would be the same. So, why do we say of the Supreme Soul that he is the Supreme compared to us souls? This is because Maya has no effect on him, whereas we souls are definitely affected by Maya because we enter the cycle of birth, of death. That is the difference between souls and the Supreme Soul. Acha, Om, Shanti.